Good morning, Louie.
I clearly remember waking up one day and thinking that this is what every day is gonna look like for the rest of my life. You know, wake up, get the kids ready for school, go to work, come home, feed the kids, go to bed, and do it all over again the next day.
The exact moment, I know when it was. I was watching my grandma get ready for work. She's 75 years old. She didn't want to go to work, but she had to.
Well, it hit us like a flash of lightning. Isaiah and I were working on what we were going to do after he retired and put numbers together, and turned out that we would need $2 million if we lived to be 80. Yeah, $2 million. There's no way, right?
The economy tanked and my firm went under, and I'm not looking for a job, you know? I'm overqualified, and they got these college kids getting out of college that are willing to work for pennies. You know, I thought you work hard, you're loyal to the company, and everything's gonna be fine, but that just wasn't the case.
I was excited about my job, you know, I was positive about it. It was the job I always wanted to have, but then I realized that all I was doing was working. Long hours, weekends, and one day when I was in the bus, I saw this park, beautiful park, families playing, and I realized I never do that anymore. What can I do so I can live today and not wait for some unknown future so I can start living my life?
You know, I had this degree from an amazing university, all my friends did, and we thought that when we got out of college that we were going to be able to find a job just like that. And that wasn't the case. You know, we got out, couldn't find a job in our field, and that was when I decided that something needed to be different.
I had to take control.
I just knew something had to change, you know?
Nobody was going to determine my worth but me.
A coworker of Isaiah told him about LifeVantage.
So how I heard about LifeVantage? I could tell you what was on my kitchen counter that day. Loan papers. You know, I was literally about to take out a loan for $500,000 to buy a franchise. So yeah, I was interested in the network marketing business model.
Well, for me personally, it was the Nutrigenomics thing. My degree is a nutritional science degree, so to hear about a company studying how nutrition affects our genes, I mean, yeah, I wanted to know more.
I was just immediately impressed by how refreshing they were as a company. You know, they weren't overpromising, they weren't just trying to sign everybody up.
Oh, yes. I had friends invite me over for dinner before and then just drop the hammer on me. Hey, I've got this opportunity that I want to tell you about, you know, and this presentation. And it was always about how I'd become a millionaire in a month, and it was never about the actual products that they were selling because the products weren't worth talking about. But LifeVantage was different.
Even over the last 10 years, businesses had changed drastically, and that same old model just wasn't holding up. I mean, the largest taxi company in the world doesn't even own a cab. The most watched videos, they're not even on TV. So, you know, when I saw LifeVantage, it was a different sort of network marketing company. I mean, I remember network marketing from when I was a kid, and this was definitely not that same old model.
I didn't really like network marketing companies, and I don't know if I can say that. You can edit that out if you want. But it's because I didn't really know how they worked. I'm already networking and I'm already sharing things that I like with people I love. So if I can make a living out of it, it's even better.
Why I hadn't thought of starting my own business? Actually, I did. I did think about it most every day in the bus, but the ideas that I was exploring were either risky or they were not solving the problem of me missing out on my kids' lives, on my life too.
At the beginning, I was very nervous. I had never run my own business. I didn't know what to expect. I had a headache about it all, but with LifeVantage, there were no logistics to worry about. I didn't have to worry about where to house my inventory, where to produce my inventory. I mean, I didn't even have to worry about the shipping.
When we first started out, we told ourselves just whatever we make, go straight into retirement and maybe we can make a few extra bucks.
Actually, I wasn't really sure if the business thing was really for me at first, but at the very least, these products were something I needed, as well as my family. Actually, I wanted to tell everybody.
I learned about Protandem and how it was the result of a huge scientific breakthrough in something in our bodies called NRF2. It's actually a protein in our genes.
Oh yeah, I mean, Harvard, LSU, Ohio State, University of Colorado, Denver.
Texas Tech, Virginia Commonwealth, Colorado State.
Free Radical Biology, the American Journal of Physiology, Circulation. I read them all.
I even watched ABC Primetime, NBC Today show. I mean, I wanted to know everything, and it was indisputable.
This product was proven over and over again.
Well, the study showed that Protandem was literally combating the effects of aging at a cellular level.
Supporting our body's ability to repair oxidative stress back to how it did when we were kids.
Just as soon as I realized that I could have a business and it helped people, I mean, everybody says that they want to help people, you know, but we really do. I really help people.
Yeah, for me, it was a big deal that we were a global public company traded on the NASDAQ. I mean, just knowing that we hold ourselves to a higher standard of responsibility, of quality, transparency, and that was important to me.
Well, yeah, I knew what I was getting into. This would take some work. I mean, any company that tells you you're gonna get rich without lifting a finger is just misleading you. But the return that I saw from the time and effort that I did put in, it was incredible.
And then the check started coming. I actually even have my very first check in a place where I can see it, just to remember how once upon a time life was passing me by.
The first few checks started coming in and I was excited. I mean, that's putting like groceries on the table or gas in the car, you know? And then as time went on, it started to build. And I started to learn what it was to get residual income, you know? So month after month, it continues to grow.
You know, I like feel that I'm in love with my mailbox because I get checks every week. And not only that, but also every month I'm getting checks for things that I was doing like a year ago.
Well, it wasn't huge, of course, when we first started, but we started making enough to pay things like groceries and rent, and last month we even took a vacation. And now we have a retirement, right?
Well, my favorite thing is when they ask me, so what do you do for a living? And I tell them, I help people. And I do. I help people retire. I help people be happy. That's my job. That's my favorite part.
Yeah, I mean, with a franchise, I mean, really, I would just be managing someone else's business. But with LifeVantage, this is my business, and it's how I support my family. But I also get to live my life. You know, I get time to spend with my family and my kids, and I'm present now, rather than my mind being somewhere else.
I feel like this is the first time in our lives that we don't wonder what our future is gonna look like.
It's a group, you know, I'm not alone. I love it. I'm not alone, and I don't have to worry about people trying to climb over me to get ahead or people hoping that I fail within the company. It's the people that I work with now actually care about my success. You know, they care about me succeeding within this company, and yeah, I love it.
Well, we're helping each other. We're building each other's businesses and we're supporting each other. I mean, I've never felt anything like this.
LifeVantage is just great. I mean, I love it that they are never content with just standing still. I mean, they could have said with this breakthrough with NRF2 that they were done.
Yeah, but they don't. And they didn't, and they won't. They keep researching, they keep innovating, and instead of focusing on fads, they're using Nutrigenomics to create products that people love and that people actually use.
A science that's using nutrition to improve our genes, has paved the way for our True Science skincare line, our Axial Smart Energy drink line.
That's the community I joined, a community that keeps on researching, keeps innovating. That's why we're a leader of the nutrigenomic field, because we keep building on our research.
My favorite part is that I get to be with my kids. I get to help people. I just love how much I love my job. Well, if you can even call it a job.
And along the way, we get to make the world a better place today.
Well, it's not a job if it's something you believe in, it's a life.
What she says, we're getting healthy and wealthy. I just call it freedom.
I don't have that trapped feeling anymore, you know? I have time, I have choices, and I'm happy. Yeah. I'm actually happy.